Good evening to all of you. You can just call me Adam. It's not my real name, but I want to share my scary experience about a bridge. One night, while we were happily drinking with my coworkers, I said goodbye and decided to go home because I was already a bit drunk, but still able to ride my motorcycle. As I was heading home, I remembered what my coworker said about being careful on the bridge because there's supposedly a woman who would hitch a ride. She wore white, had tall hair, and kept her head down. In my mind, I thought it was just a made-up story. As I continued driving, I thought, there's the bridge, but I didn't see any woman wearing white with tall hair. Passing the bridge, nothing unusual happened, and I didn't see any woman. I just thought my coworker liked making up pointless stories, so I laughed it off. The next morning, I hurried to get dressed because I forgot the time due to my hangover from last night. For those who don't know, I'm a construction worker. One afternoon, while we were resting, my coworker told the story again about a woman in white. He said this woman always appeared on the bridge. He said she committed suicide because her husband cheated on her with another woman, and she couldn't bear the pain in her heart. So, she always appeared on the bridge, and when a motorcycle passed by, she would signal to stop and hitch a ride. When the motorcyclist stopped and asked where she was going, she would reply,
"Just drop me off at the old house."
The motorcyclist would be puzzled. When the woman in white got off, the motorcyclist saw her feet weren't touching the ground. She seemed to be floating, so they sped off in fear. We didn't know it was already nighttime, so we decided to go home. Around 11 at night, I hurried to go home. As I was riding my motorcycle, I couldn't stop thinking about what my coworker said, but I still wasn't convinced it was true. When I was near the bridge, I thought I saw someone in white waving from the side of the bridge, and as I approached where the woman in white was, she stopped me. Out of fear, I lost control of my motorcycle and fainted. When I woke up the next morning, I was surprised to find myself in the hospital. When I looked around, I saw my mom and dad worried about me. My dad said, "I saw you on the bridge, unconscious. Someone told me your child had an accident there, so I hurried there even though it was dark." My dad asked, "Adam, what happened to you that night?" I replied, "I saw the woman in white on the bridge, and because I was scared, I lost control of my motorcycle and fainted." My dad said, "That woman you saw on the bridge is the one who committed suicide because her husband cheated on her. She always appears on the bridge to prey on men. Fortunately, you didn't fall victim to her." So, I realized that what my coworker said was true. Since then, I never passed that bridge again, fearing I might encounter her again, which could lead to my demise. From then on, I never dared to pass through that terrifying bridge again. I just have a question for you. What would you do if you saw the white woman on the bridge? Comment below and I will read it. Thanks for listening.